Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, funny things are afoot. I don't know if you remember, I'm sure you do. A few weeks ago, I did a map review and it turned out to be one of the DLC maps instead of the custom creator map that I was planning to do. Well, the same thing very nearly happened again today. Only this time it was a different custom creator map that loaded in. Didn't match up with the thumbnail I pulled back. I actually recognised the map that loaded in, and I've got video footage of me actually loading in the correct map. So weird, very weird indeed. But anyway, let's talk about today's map. Well, first of all, let's get this out of the way. It's
my first map.
That's right, and it's not one for the map snobs, people like me that like the perfectly polished maps. But if you're a new player to Cities Skylines and you're looking for a nice simple map to build on that is going to work for you, well, this is going to work for you. Map snobs like me, less so. But enough about map snobs, let's go about the button clicking snob, shall we? That's right, being snobby and clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Fertile Fields by BonBonB 921. Now, BonBonB is definitely the bomb in terms of name. I think as a first map, it could have been a lot worse than this. There's your start square and it's an interesting build. It's an island and then expand out from the island. Your terrain heights are perfectly flat across the map, so that is something easy to build on. Resources are field painting, so those that don't like field painting will run in terror, but it's pretty. And fishing, if you have got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, then that's what your fishing will look like. Off to the workshop. It's a 100% vanilla map, so that is it. It says a nice flat map with abundant resources and a great map for a large city build. I cannot disagree with anything there. I decided to go for this map because, well, look at the thumbnail. It looks interesting, so I went for it. And what we've got is my first map through and through, with plenty of jinky jankies on the highways, like there and non-perfectly aligned highways because they were built in a moderate hurry. But that's fine, because this map isn't for the purists. It isn't for that jinky janky there. You'll see worse. We will get to worse in a minute. Yes, it's definitely not one for the experienced players, or that an experienced player could build on this. There's no reason why you couldn't, and fix it up as you're going along. Of course, what we have got is a lot of these vanilla trees, and they've been very boldly, strongly done. I do feel that actually these highways, sometimes they're in these banks of woods, and sometimes they're partly out. And maybe having them consistently one or the other might have been a little bit better. I would have definitely, well, they're sort of like workers' hedges between all these fields. Another jinky janky down there. While they work as hedges between the fields, having the highways running through that would work quite nicely. Hiding the highway from, if you're building the city, actually into the fields, because this is going to be a good map for those people that like to buy a whole field and then build into the field and then buy another whole field. That kind of concept today kind of could work with today's map. There's always a positive vibe that you can get from any map. And if you have a look at the rivers, they're quite low down. The banks there are really, oh, another major jinky janky there. Yes, the banks are quite deep on this one, so it's one of those that yeah, the snobs. I'm a snob. Hands up, I'm a snob through and through. I've seen too many maps now. So yes, the snobs like me are going to sniff at this one. But it's a first map. We all had a first map. And it could be a lot worse. The dip on this bridge here, like for example, where the road comes in, it dips down, it has to climb back up to get onto the bridge. It's a simple thing to fix, and the pillars could be better aligned, of course, as well. I mean, we're picking on a lot of things here, but it could be just about gameplay, and playing a basic game on this one would work very well indeed. We've got non-perfectly aligned pillars there as well. I've got the tutorial for perfect bridges. Did you know that? Won't be linking that in today though. I have contractual requirements today for another intermission. But we're not in the intermission yet. We are at the asset review. And this one we're going to spend some time looking at because it's blinking lovely. Okay, it's the Fairview Heights station by Polygon. Now, I've had a look on Google Earth, and this looks to be under construction, or certainly at the time that the Google helicopter flew over, or whatever they use to take these aerial shots. Well, this is still under construction. They're putting a extensive new networking in Los Angeles by the looks of it. Anyway, it's a station, central platform, and then you actually cross the lines using the footpath. I haven't extended the lines out, looking at the asset in its entirety there. And we'll actually do a walk down the platform in a minute. But first of all, factoids, because factoids. Nice quick one again today. The sun's mass decreases by 4 million tons every second. That's a hell of a way to lose weight, I tell you. If I could lose just that amount. Yeah, I'm not massively obese, oh no. Oh look, hey, entrance to the station there. Look at how slick this is. Yeah, I'm not obese, but I could lose a pound or 3. And yes, just being the sun. I am a sun, but I'm not the sun. Anyway, what we have here, certainly not a star. Anyway, what's this for you? Get your tickets from? Very neat indeed. We've got a little map of the metro, rail and busway provisions for Los Angeles. Very nice. We could go through. Oh yeah, must validate fare. I'm not validating my fare. I'm going around this way, taking the disabled entrance. Loving this artwork as well. Polygon's done a really good job at here, haven't they? They've done a very nice job indeed. Heading down the platform, we've got some nice benches. Don't look very comfortable, but they're not meant to be. You know that whenever you sat on the bench, it's to stop like the homeless sleeping on them. That's why they're uncomfortable. It's just, yeah, you're not supposed to sit there for hours and hours and hours. Or watch out for trains while crossing the tracks. Yes, because we know footpaths at the end here will link across the tracks. I thought about linking up the rail with the rail over there that was coming in, and then I decided it was going to take me too long to get it looking as good as this. This station deserves better than what I could do in a 2-minute job. That's the Fairview Heights station by Polygon, today's asset of the day. We've got a lot of these rocks in the start square. I don't know why. That's a negative for me. I mean, somewhere else, but you're going to be building down there, and they're just, you know, you're going to have to demolish them or just build over them, or I don't understand. But never mind. I don't understand many things in life. Anyway, following the highways, and they are sticking within one of these hedgerows, for want of a better phrase. Yes, you probably noticed some drowned trees. We'll have another look at those in a minute. But yes, lots of jinky-jankies going on here where the roads were just built in a hurry, and that's fair enough. It's fair enough for a first map. Maybe if they come along later and they do a second map, maybe it'll be a little bit more polished. The rail is going to be pretty much what you'd expect. Lots of jinky-jankies here and there as well. With perfectly flat land, it's going to be perfectly flat, but we're going to have a little bit of up and over on the rivers because, well, you're going to have some up and over on the rivers. Why wouldn't you have an up and over river bridge when you could just have it pretty flat? But never mind, never mind. These things happen. Yes, have I got anything to report? Yeah, I'm alive and well. I don't know what. There's not really much to see. We're going up here. We're elevating here for the river crossing. I mean, now we do actually have some shipping coming down these rivers, so I guess there is a reason to go up and over. At least there won't be any shipping clipping. The rail doesn't connect in both directions there to the start square, so this will only connect across the map. I'm sure you'll find another way of connecting it in if you decide to take it on. Big old jinky-janky there as well. We're massively elevated here as well, and this comes down to ground right here. So we're probably about there for an intermission.
Arbitrary Walker's debut album, Walking in Ancient Footsteps, is mind-bending electronica. It will change the way you think about time, space, and reality itself. It's like hallucinating with your ears. Wait, okay, maybe it's not quite like that, but it's still darn good music. Arbitrary Walker, Walking in Ancient Footsteps, is available wherever quality digital music is sold. CD is available on Amazon, cover art by Papa Fox. It's psychedelic. Arbitrary Walker is not responsible for bleeding ears or exploding heads. Please listen responsibly.
And now the arbitrary shipping routes from BonBonB on fertile fields. And yeah, we have jinky janky shipping routes, but worse things have happened at sea and in the rivers at that matter. A little bit of pillar clipping going on there where the ships will just crunch right through it. It's not that it affects anything. And then this follows down and out. We've got a little route out into the ocean right there, which we'll look at in a bit more detail in a moment. Water flow, there is good strong water flow coming in, a little bit of a rapids or something there, and then water flow coming in here, and then water is coming back towards us here. So strong water flow, but it is all coming into, where are we? This spot here apparently, which is because we have got water spawn points. Weird water spawn points. So we've got a lot of spawn points along the edge of the map there. Big old fill there, high fill levels on all of these, and that one there, high fill level. And yet down here, these ones, that's a low fill and a low fill, which is why we have water pouring in, cascading in to that location. But the same over here. This is clearly a design choice. I don't understand it, but because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it's wrong. But yeah, down here, hang on, that's a high, that's a low, high, low. I don't know. I just don't know. But because of this, we have shipping routes, and it means that our freighters are going to have to do a little bit of actual climbing to get up and out and into the ocean. Is he going to be all right there? Is he? Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. Not spilling any of his cargo today, which is good news. So anyway, yes, some slightly weirdness going on with those rivers. Now, what more can we talk about with the map? We'll start down here as we're down here. We've got a lot of drowned trees along here. Yes, they've all got their trunks on. I've decided every time we see drowned trees, we've got to do the they've got their trunks on joke. So we're going with that one. We've also got some drowned trees over here. A couple of splashes. There's a whole bunch of them down here. Some just around the bend a bit further up. And there's another patch of them which we're not going to look at, but you might get a glimpse of in the closing screens. Yeah, they're it's not the cleverest, but yeah, the rivers, I mean, it's an interesting shape. Also, if you're doing the field buying, we did say we could do some field buying here, so unlocking the entire map and just building on each field in turn, which will break you away from doing a grid city, and that is always a pleasure. And of course the rivers will also break up a grid city vibe as well. It's an interesting shape, I'll give credit for that. Definitely a fantasy map more than a realists map, and definitely a my first map indeed as well. But what do you think of the map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click that I button in the top right hand corner of your screen now. It'll take you to the voting page, and you too can let me know what you think. Anyway, yeah, there are a few more drowned trees just in the foreground, just before the bend there. Anyway, all good. What do I think of the map? Well, aesthetically, it's very aesthetic. It's very clear what it's meant to be. It's bold and it's brassy, and it's okay. It's okay. I think it could be a lot more okay than it is okay, but I'm gonna give it a medium low 3. It's fine. It's fine. You know, detailing could do with a bit of work. Okay. For a first map, I'm gonna be a little bit. I can give it a little bit of credit for some of the efforts that were taken, but there is work that needs doing. I'm going to give it a medium 2, a 2-star. There is work needs doing. Gameplay potential, if you're a map snob, run away, but strictly speaking, the map is playable. If you're a new player, it might suit actually quite nicely. I'm going to give it a medium low 3 stars because I'm a map snob, but it could be a 5-star map again if you're a new player. Anyway, Fertile Fields by BonBonB 921. That one, it's very aesthetically in your face, and that's why you got 3 stars for it, so credit for that one. But yeah, keep practicing, keep working. watch a few what maps and pick up some of the tips from some of the more polished creators, and you too will be getting 5 stars in every category next map you make. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Today's word of the day is there. Use that in the comments to score yourself 100 population points just for fun. Part of our secret society. Don't tell anybody where you got your word from. And I'll be back tomorrow with another What map. Thanks for watching.